I'm not ready. Two, one. We love a sync. Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. And if you're new here, this is totally a great video for you to start with. I realize that I have a bunch of new subscribers since I kind of relaunched my channel and started making videos again. So I just thought it'd be a good idea to do a couple of like get to know me videos, because some of you are actually like not my family and friends, which is very cool. Also, hi and much love to my family and friends. So this is going to be one of those get to know me videos, but it's also Christmas time. We're doing Vlogmas, so we've got to have a theme. So I thought I would do a little sit down video today talking about some of my Christmas favorites and Christmassy hot takes, if you will, and just so you can get to know me a little bit better. And the first thing you should know about me is that I am totally a Christmas bitch. Like I love it. I love the holiday season. I'm here for all of the like cheesy, joy filled craziness. I love how busy this time of year gets. I'm definitely one of those people that just kind of functions better when I'm like busy and I have a lot to do. So while it does get overwhelming sometimes, I love it. I love it in the end. I love seeing friends and family and celebrating. I love giving people gifts, especially when I know that I've killed it. So, you know how there are some people who are just like amazing at giving gifts? I'm not that person necessarily, but every now and then I'm like, I did it. I crushed it. I killed it. This is the perfect present. And I love when that happens. But I also love thinking about what people might like and really trying to like get them something that they'll like. I also love baking. I love making treats for people. So truly this is the perfect time of year for me. It's one of the best times of years to completely like romanticize your life. And especially because I live very close to New York City, there are so many opportunities to do that. Like just going into the city around Christmas time can be so magical, and I eat it up with a spoon. I love decorating my house. Every now and then I think I'm going to be like a chill, neutral, minimalistic girly. And then I fully realize that that's not me. That's not me. It's never going to be me. I'm never going to be minimalist. I'm never going to be neutral browns and beiges and whites and creams, and absolutely no shade to people who are neutral and minimalist, because I see those kinds of people. You see that aesthetic everywhere and I'm like, oh, it looks so good. And it's just like, it's not me, and that's okay. That is okay. I'm here for bright and sparkly, for cheesy ornaments on my tree, for just lights everywhere, Christmas lights everywhere. Like that is what I am here for. All of that being said, I am also a believer that Christmas starts after Thanksgiving. Don't get me wrong. The origins of Thanksgiving, stupid holiday. But do I love eating delicious food and getting together with friends and family? Yes. And one of the things I love about Thanksgiving is that it's the same kind of deal where you're getting together with friends and family and you're celebrating and you're eating delicious food without the pressure of presents. I know I just said that I love doing that, but it is a lot of pressure. So I love the opportunity to do all the fun stuff without any of the obligation. So Thanksgiving happens, you eat your pumpkin or pecan pie. Personally, I'm a pecan girl. And then you can start Christmas. And when I say then you can start Christmas, I quite literally mean the next day we're getting our tree. As much as I want to be one of those people that has beautiful plants all over their house, like I am just bad at keeping plants alive, but I need a real tree. I love the way it smells. I love the day where you go and you pick it out and it's kind of chilly in the air and you try to pick out the perfect Christmas tree, which for me personally is around 6 feet tall and a nice fat tree. I want a big fat tree. This one year we had this tree. Ooh, she was thick. This year's tree is lovely too. She's pretty thick. After you get the tree, I decorate as soon as possible, and my decorating style is making it look like Christmas threw up in my house. I also love all of the traditions and things that come with Christmas. I have a whole list of Christmas traditions that we do with friends, that I did as a kid. I also love hearing about other people's traditions and what they do and how their holidays are different, but that is for another video. But of course, on our way to get the tree, that is when the Christmas music starts. I, for a long time, was making a playlist every year of my favorite Christmas songs, and then I realized that the playlist was not changing and there was no need to make a new list every year. So currently my Christmas playlist is labeled like Christmas 2018 or something like that. I think my favorite Christmas song is the Christmas song. Although there are several versions out there, I gotta go with the classic Nat King Cole. Around this time of year, when I put my kids to bed, I would sing the Christmas song as their lullaby. And I have this great video of Ella. Yeah, please. You guys, it's snowing. Are you joking? Do you see that? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? It is snowing. Christmas magic is real. Anyway, I have this great video of Ella when she was, I think, 2, maybe, singing the Christmas song. And it is the cutest thing you've ever seen. And I'll probably insert a little clip right now.
Posting on open fire that was snipping at your nose. You tried carols, being sung by choir and folks dressed up by Gaskin Balls.
Another kind of classic Christmas song that's at the top of my list is Kay Thompson's Christmas Bells. It's sung by Andy Williams. And it is truly, I feel like it really captures the way I feel about Christmas, because it is kind of a nightmare of a song. It's loud, it's fast, it's insane. And it switches gears. Like, it's just, again, it perfectly encapsulates how I feel about Christmas, how excited I get about Christmas. It's great. I love it. A slightly less traditional Christmas song that I really, really like is called The Christians and the Pagans, and it's by Dar Williams. This song makes me cry every time I listen to it. It's really like folky and fun and tells the story of a family that was kind of estranged coming back together, and I just think it's beautiful. And as someone who is not particularly religious, I love kind of some of the concepts that they introduce in it. I do think it's really funny, interesting, how essentially every year you've got the same songs rotating, different people are covering them, but there aren't a ton of like new songs that happen that really take off. At least not since, obviously, All I Want for Christmas Is You, which at this point is just a classic because old. But don't sleep on Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson, because it is a delight too. Moving on. Who could rightfully call themselves a Christmas bitch if they didn't love Christmas movies? Here's the catch though. I'm not a big like Hallmark Christmas movie girl, but I do have my list of holiday movies that I have to watch every single year, usually while I'm wrapping presents or doing some other sort of Christmassy adjacent thing. That list includes, but is not limited to, Muppet Christmas Carol. Honestly, if you haven't seen the Muppet Christmas Carol, I need you to get on it because it is wonderful. Christmas Carol, classic story, obviously told via the Muppets, but Scrooge is played by Michael Caine, and when I tell you this man puts in the performance of a lifetime, that's the thing that's so beautiful about it. You watch it and he's taking it so seriously as an actor, and he's literally acting with like felt, and it's beautiful. It also has really fun songs in it. It's great. I'm sure you've seen it, but if you haven't, make sure you see it. Next is The Holiday, which is arguably the most kind of Hallmark movie-esque out of my list. And it stars Jude Law and Jack Black and Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet. Again, another one that I'm sure you've heard of, but just in case you haven't, definitely get on it. It's lovely, it's romance, it's cute, it's funny. Jack Black is so good in this movie. And I love Jack Black and he's so funny. I'm a huge Tenacious D fan too. But in this movie, he's funny, but he's just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. He's so wonderful and endearing, and the little like romance between him and Kate Winslet is so fun. And obviously Jude Law and Cameron Diaz are amazing. Also very funny. Jude Law cries at the end and it's so beautiful. It's just, I love it. It's wonderful. Next up is The Last Holiday, which is Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. And, oh, what's his name? The French actor. Oh, Gerard Depardieu. Wow. And it's about this woman played by Queen Latifah who has lived a very safe life, and then she finds out that she has a terminal illness, and so she cashes out all of her money and spends it on this insane extravagant holiday that she's always meant to take. And she's a foodie and she loves to eat delicious things, and she just really spoils herself on what is potentially her last holiday. And it's, again, really, really fun. I know that maybe doesn't sound super fun, like someone dying, but I promise you it's fun and romantic and cute and funny and just like so, so sweet. Really love that movie. Next is The Family Stone, which stars a whole slew of amazing people, and it's very much a functional, dysfunctional family that comes together at Christmas time. And as someone who comes from a very large family with a bunch of different personalities, it's really wonderful to watch that dynamic captured in a film so well. It makes me cry, it makes me laugh, it makes me have all of the holiday feels. It's really, really fun. Lastly, Little Women. I know technically Little Women is not like a Christmas movie, but it is completely associated with Christmas in my mind. And I'm talking about the Winona Ryder version. However, the newer Greta Gerwig, Saoirse Ronan version has crept into the vernacular here. And I usually watch both versions, but you got to start with the Winona Ryder version. Next, we got to talk about some Christmas treats because 'tis the season to eat delicious things. My slightly controversial take is that the best holiday treat flavor combination is cranberry and orange. I know Christmas is usually about the chocolate, the hot chocolate with the marshmallows, chocolate and peppermint, chocolate and caramel and toffee. Here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate. I don't hate it. I'm not crazy. But given the option of something chocolatey for dessert or something fruity or caramelly for dessert, I'm going to choose the fruit or the caramel over a chocolate. I also think that sugar cookies are a must. And I'm talking about the sugar cookies that you make the dough and you chill it and you roll it out and you decorate it with sugar royal icing. The cookies that we leave out for Santa every year, and I just think they're the best. Do you know what like the best gift you ever received was? I feel like that's a question that a lot of people ask, and I always have trouble coming up with something because I'm sure there was stuff in my childhood that I really, really wanted and didn't get, although I will say my parents were very good about getting us Christmas presents, so I can't imagine that happened a lot. But the gift that I can remember is from when I was in my 20s. I had just started getting into baking and cooking and stuff like that, and we went to my parents' house for Christmas, and typically, and for years at that point and still now, they hadn't really got us presents, like gifts. We got money, which was absolutely lovely. So I'm sitting there watching kind of the nieces and nephews open up their gifts, and they bring over a giant box for me. And I was very confused, and I opened the box, and it is a KitchenAid stand mixer. And my response, with all of my adorable little nibblings sitting at my feet, was to scream, "No way!" and start crying. It was just one of those gifts that was like, at that point in my life, was so out of reach. It was so expensive. It was a luxury that I didn't think I was ever going to be able to afford. And my parents got it for me because they knew that I had been baking and having a lot of fun with it. And it was so sweet and such a surprise. And I still have that mixer now. And it's candy apple red. And it's definitely one of my most memorable gifts that I've ever received. So those are some of my Christmas favorites and hot takes. Let me know. Did you agree with some of those? Have you seen those movies? What are your favorite Christmas songs? I really love to hear about all this stuff. So please comment down below and tell me. Or if you have a really fun like gift receiving or giving story, love those too. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Guys, it's still snowing. Ugh. I can't believe it. I just totally messed up my shot. I don't care. It's snowing. Oh my God. Wow. I could literally cry, which is definitely the pregnancy hormones. Another kind of classic Christmas song that's really close to the top of my lips. Oh my God.